Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome again to Yankee Mania. It's Joe Mania here. How's everybody doing? How's it going today on a Friday afternoon? Hope everybody's well and enjoying your weekend. And we are getting back to baseball very, very soon in a few hours, everyone. Weather's not bad in New York City. It's a little cool. Well, if you think 78's pretty cool. Um, I hope that I hope everybody's having a great weekend and ready for this three-game series between the Yankees and the Astros. We will be back for the post-game show right after Ken the Ugly Truth does the play-by-play on his channel, and then more than likely, maybe the top of the ninth or something like that, we will come back and we'll discuss it and dissect everything. Few things I'd like to get out of the way first. Of course, everybody, please like and subscribe to the channel. A lot of things are happening. As you know, we have a very, very big week next week. We have Lindsay Berra coming on Wednesday. Lindsay, who's a sports journalist and a board member for the Yogi Berra Museum and Learning Center. She's got a lot of things to talk about, and she joins us live at a very special live broadcast at 4:30 p.m. right here on NY Yankee Mania on August 13th. And then on August 14th, it keeps getting better. We're going to have Caterina Michio, who's an actor, an 8-time award winner, a filmmaker, and a big artist. And that show's going to be another incredible show, too. So we have a lot of things coming up and a lot more planned after that. And you got to do your part, guys. Please subscribe and press the like button, and we could definitely move forward. Just quickly, I want to give everybody the lineup. The lineup is Trent Grisham is going to lead off for the Yankees. Ben Rice will be at first base. Aaron Judge will bat third. DH. Cody Bellinger will clean up in right field. Chaz Chisholm Jr. will bat fifth. Jason Dominguez will be in left field. And Anthony Volpe will be at shortstop. Ryan McMahon batting eighth. And then Austin Wells. Will be batting ninth. So that's a pretty good lineup, everyone. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring on one of our co-hosts in the morning. That's Evan. Let's check him out. How you doing, Evan? How's it going?
What's going on, Joe? Doing well.
Yeah, Jody, how you doing? Right before we talk, yeah, I believe they are going to make a run as long as they keep staying healthy, steady lineup, and finally do some of the small things. We should be good. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Evan. Take it away.
Oh, yep. Just excited that we finally have the lineup out before we get deep into the show here, so we can actually talk about it. But yeah, I like the lineup today. 7 lefties, like I think Sean predicted this morning. Stanton off the bench, Goldschmidt off the bench, and we should see, hopefully, them do pretty well today off of Hunter Brown.
Okay, and what do you basically think of the lineup, though? Do you think is it something that you like? Is there something you would change? What do you think?
The only thing for me would be to bring Dominguez higher up in the order, like at leadoff, like switch Grisham and Dominguez, but the Yankees don't really think about that.
I don't think they do that, Evan, because he's cold as ice right now. That's the thing. He's cold as ice.
And it's hard for him to find any consistency.
Right. I know, but it looks like, at least till the end of the season, it's going to be Trent Grisham, more than likely, is going to be the leadoff hitter for this team.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
I like his at-bats at the top of the lineup, but he doesn't have any speed, and he can't steal bases. So, I don't know. I I don't see it being a great fit right now.
Well, what I like about Grisham is before you blink an eye, he's one of those that it could be a 1-0 game right away. That's the thing. So so I don't know. We'll take that journey as we can, and we'll take it from there. Let's see, 99. No, thank you. I'm good on Dominguez. I'd be okay if they traded him in the offseason. I don't know, 99. You got to give it a chance. I mean, he's been up and down, up and down, up and down as far as, sitting and playing and sitting and playing. I mean, come on. He's very young. And believe me, if the Yankees didn't think highly of him, probably would have been dealt in the in that crazy trade deadline scenario. So I really think that, I just feel that, he should be okay. Just give him a chance. Let him play every day, every day, every day. Please. I mean, you can't just give up on a 22-year-old who's a switch hitter, who has blazing speed. You got to give him a chance. Let's see. I know he's young, but we have Spencer Jones, Judge Bellinger. Yeah, but there's no guarantee that Spencer Jones is not going to have a year that he's going to be fantastic next year, guy. I mean, look, if this guy's 21, 22, next year Spencer Jones is going to be 25, and he doesn't even have a taste of the major leagues yet. So, that's what I'm saying. You got to have a little patience. Joe and Evan, can you please help me since I feel baseball has duped me again? Please tell me the difference between the American League and the National League. Well, there was a difference when, of course, we had the American League had the DH and the National League had the pitchers hit. Now they're both equally. But to be honest, the only thing separating right now is I think there's a few better clubs in the National League. A lot of American League stars went there. I mean, there's really not much separating the two leagues anymore, Richard. The only thing that I believe is separating them is a little better teams in the National League. Evan, do you concur? I mean, is there everything is on even keel right now?
Yeah, I agree. I remember when the pitchers used to hit in the National League, and then they finally gave them the DH rule, which I did like because I didn't like to see the pitchers hitting, especially in a big spot. So, I mean, I do like the rules now, how they've changed, especially with everybody playing everybody now. I think it makes it more even, and we can see how teams evolve throughout the season. And, we've seen the National League has been better overall. I think they have more World Series teams that usually make it every year, but except for 2023. But I do see how the National League and the American League have kind of forged together, and it's a more even league.
Nasty One brings up an interesting scenario here. I wish they would try Jazz at leadoff. I would not do that because he's such a really, really crazy hitter, Nasty. Right away, you could, it's strike three. And I think that's just putting a little too much on the guy. I know he's got speed and stuff like that, but no, I don't want a strikeout waiting to happen. And let's chime in and shut. National League used to be the league of small ball strategy. American League was a smash and bash. Yeah, if you want, I was going from right now, but yeah, Sean, good analogy. So yeah, it used to be small ball because the 8th place hitter would get a hit, and then the the pitcher would bunt him over. Some of the time, not all the time, but some of the time. So yeah, there is that was a difference then. But if you're talking about now, there really isn't much of a difference. Everything is even par. Richard, again, it's not a matter of even league. It's the same league. Yeah, basically that's what it is. They didn't want
the American League is getting better though this year. Like things are being more balanced out throughout the league now.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, mentally, the league play take away totally the unknown. Well, I mean, again, it's all depends what you like. I mean, there's the National League was a lot of pitching, and in the day, and the American League was the bashing, and then all of a sudden the National League started winning all these All-Star games, and it was like incredible. And then the American League started taking it over. So they were going tit for tat, back and forth, back and forth. And now it's an even keel. Although the National League lineup this year, to me, was far superior than the American League. I mean, what they put out there was just incredible. And yet it was still a tie game. So, hey, it is what it is. Miguel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, everyone. I think the Yankees are going to start playing more small ball and stealing base better late than never, I guess. Yeah, good. I mean, we're all hoping for that. We are definitely all hoping for that. We just need to implicate it now. There's no, they can't be doing this home run or nothing type scenario. They've got to play small ball, because even if they sneak in the playoffs, that's what you're going to have to play to get some runs. Yeah, I mean, you're going to hit a home run or two, of course. You're going to have a game in the playoffs where you could be decided by the home runs. I'm not saying no, but the whole deal is that it's not going to happen like that. You can't chance that. So you got to be ready for base hits, steal the bases, bunt the ball over, do all of that. And once you do all of that, the Yankees are going to be a winning ball club again. Evan, do you agree? Or do you like the fact that, you want them to smash it all the way through?
I want an even balance. I want small ball. I want long ball. I want good pitching. You can't just win with home runs. You have to play small ball. And Joe, I also have a question for you. So you've seen the Yankees struggle a lot, and when they're all or nothing, they're not good and they're very inconsistent. But when they're not going well and they're at their max deficiency era, do you think that Aaron Boone is taking more control and forcing the team to play more small ball so that they can find a way to win more games? And he's kind of not ruling out the analytics a ton, but I feel like he's using more common knowledge instead of the analytics. How do you feel about that?
I agree with you. Are you pro Boone right now?
It's kind of a mix. I'm more on the con side, but it's kind of a mix.
Okay. Well, waiting on the outside right now is Nitin. Nitin is outside. God knows where he is right now, but he's definitely outside. So let's bring him up, and let's see what's cooking with Nitin.
What's up, Joe? What's up, Evan? What's up, chat? We at Trent Thunder.
Trent Thunder game.
Huh?
Where are you now?
Trent Thunder.
Let's go Thunder.
Guess who's here too? You want to see? George.
Hey,
what's up, George?
George, what's going on? How's it going?
Yep. Good. What about you guys?
Everything's looking good. What do you think of the Yankee lineup?
I like the lineup. It's decent. I mean, we expected Grisham to lead off, right? So.
Right.
But they had to put up some.
No, I was gonna say I kind of like the lineup constructed, although I'd still like to see, maybe I think Boone might be right. Maybe you want to break up Volpe with you don't want to have Volpe and Wells together.
Yeah.
Maybe you have somebody else. It might work out better. I think they're going to try everything now. I think the.
I think who's batting 7, 8? Who's is Bellinger? No, what's his name? Dominguez. Where's he batting?
Dominguez is batting 6th.
6th.
7th, right? No, 6th.
6.
6th. Yeah, I think Evan, you said earlier in the morning that you wanted to up a little bit more, right? You said.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like this lineup, but I they need to, like I said early in the morning, they need to, in my opinion, they need to score first, and they have to create other ways to score runs instead of the home runs. They got to find other ways to score runs. So that has to be the key tonight, and hopefully they can do that. But it starts off with the pitching, and hopefully if Cam has that strong first inning, then hopefully the confidence will help him there. And if he needs to have a clean inning, clean first inning. So.
Excellent. Yeah, no, you're right. I do believe that Boone is going to, maybe some of this analytics will calm down a little bit, and Boone is going to be able to manage a little bit more, or something's got to change if they want to save. If they want to save, all of that, then that's what they're going to have to do. We do have a little sad news from Sean Browning. Rest in peace. Jim Lowell, Navy veteran, pioneer, astronaut, author, dead at 97.
How you doing?
Rest in peace, Jim. Thanks for your service and everything that you did as an astronaut and author. Kudos to your family, and rest in peace. And thank you again for your service. Thank you, John. Thank you,
Rest
Sean.
in peace, Sean. Thank you, Sean, for sharing that. Rest in peace to them.
Yes. Jacob Petruzzi, how you doing? Just Mix, how are you? Joseph, how you doing? Charles, how's everybody doing in the chat? Nasty One. Miguel, let's see. Sanjay, how you doing? Bryce, how's it going? We've got the crew here today, everyone. Boss AF817. I would like to see a leadoff bunt. Well, you could if they play back on Grisham. That's a good point. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But the thing is, with Grisham, he can make it 1-0 right away, especially what he's showing this year. So that's not a bad idea. That isn't a bad idea. I see a lot of new people in the stream. Please don't forget to press the like button, and of course subscribe as you're going in and out of here. It takes 1 minute and it's for free. Thank you so much. So guys, little excited, a little like, why are they on Apple Plus again? I thought they were done with that, and now all of a sudden we find out this morning that they're on Apple Plus again. To find the Yankees sometimes, you need a dictionary. It's so out of hand. It really is.
I thought that only happens on Wednesdays with the Apple stuff. No, that's Amazon, right?
Amazon is Wednesday. Apple is Fridays.
I can't believe that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean
It's Friday night. It's a Friday night. It should be on Yes.
Yeah, and it really should be. It really
Plus
should
the prime matchup. Yeah.
Hey, Ken,
No,
how's it going? Katie, how are you? Welcome back to the stream. Evan,
Hey, guys, I got to drop soon, but I just want to say, go continue. I'll try to join the post game show.
You got it. I'll send you the link later. Enjoy. Give our best to George. We'll see you later.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. See you.
Have a good one. Thanks for coming on. All right. So I was asking you, out of all of that, I mean, I think Bellinger tonight is going to have a big game. What do you think?
Yeah, I could see Bellinger having a big game tonight.
Because I don't know. I just think that he's going to, he's one of the guys, in my opinion, Aaron, that he's got a clue. He's got a clue what he wants to do. And, and then take it from there. And I agree 100% with Katie. Yes, network is way better. Look at the camera angles. You don't have the, if you listen to Ken the Ugly Truth tonight, he will explain why you don't get the greatest camera angles on those games. You have no cameras there. So you're only dealing with apples. So it's a lot less, and that's why you don't get the best. And there are certain plays of the game that you don't see because of it. But this is the way the world is now. Everything is streaming. Everything is this. Everything is that. And who do you complain to? Get them off of Apple. I mean, I like Apple products, but Apple TV needs a lot to be desired as far as their play-by-plays. Aaron, you can't even say your name anymore, Evan. What about? Are you able to watch the game? Do you subscribe to Apple?
Yeah, so I got Apple TV a couple of years ago, and I'm able to watch the games now. So, but I agree with what you're saying. I don't like when the games are on Apple TV. I think the camera angles are horrible. I don't like the announcers. I think they hired Heidi Watney, who used to work for MLB Network. I do like her. She's like the sideline, the bullpen or the dugout reporter. So
Yes.
I do like her. But otherwise, yes. I don't love it. I know MLB and Apple TV get along well and they have a good relationship, but it's not good for the fans.
And the nasty one has a nice comment for 99. You are well improved, chatter. Thank you, nasty one. And 99. Remember, I gave you kudos yesterday. You are going with the flow now, and it's really, really nice to see. It is nice to see everybody in this chat today. And even in our on the phone, in the email, the same. Although we do have Richmond Valley Pharmacy in here today. Thank you again so much. Of course, the Bob Rizzo. You have Jeff. You have Kenny. How you doing, Kenny? How's it going? Kevin, how are you? Let's see who else is in here. Anna, how's it going, Anna? You guys have got to come up to the stream. At least in the chat, we could say hello a little bit. Look at Katie. Katie comes up and she gives great opinions. And also we need for you guys to come up. And I know you've all subscribed because you've told me that, and I appreciate it. And of course, tell the friends, tell the family, anybody that loves the Yankees, that loves baseball. We've got tremendous shows coming up, everyone. So I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Katie, what did Michael K talk about today? We didn't see.
What happened?
Katie said, sure was great to hear Michael K on his talk show today. What did he say, Katie?
Cool. All right. NES, let's see what he has to say. If the Yankees just play baseball, they'll win. Yankees have to realize they don't have to win the Nobel Peace Prize to win a game. Just play sound, fundamental baseball. Boone, please grow a backbone. Very cool. Very good, NES. Thank you. That is very, very cool writing. And I really appreciate everybody's opinion. It's been absolutely fantastic. I am listening to inflation, and it figured into everything. The fact of the matter is, even with the inflation of 1950, these players are totally out of control with their contracts.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, we all know that. And listen, I'm all for everybody making what they're supposed. What you got to get the top dollar. But what is the top dollar in baseball? 800 million, 200 million. I mean, there are some players that played all their career and didn't make over $150,000 a year. I mean, I'm sure they're itching in the backside too. But you're right. It is, but it's such a rich industry, and it's only going to get richer with these all kinds of streaming services, and it's just going to grow and grow and grow. It's going to get to the point where the stands are going to, only billionaires are going to be able to go. I mean, as it is now, you need your American Express Gold Card. Don't leave home without it, like it always says. But I mean, you get to the point where how much is enough, guys? How much is enough? I mean, You got you got an $800 million player, you got a $600 million player, you got a $700 million. I mean, when does it end? And I believe it's only going to get worse. But are there are there players out there that's going to get a better contract than Juan Soto right now? Who is that going to be? I don't think Tucker is a good player, but I don't think he's going to get, he's going to probably get between 475 and 525, which isn't chicken feed. But is there another player that's coming up that you can honestly say, even Paul Skeens, how can you give a pitcher who's going to pitch 5 days, $800 million? It's just unheard of. It's unheard of.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's why we've been hearing a lot about how there might be a stoppage in the CBA because players don't want salary cap because they want to be paid the most money, and that's why it's hard for teams like the Pirates and the Rockies to pay their players when it's time because they don't have the money to do so. They have to trade them away, unfortunately.
Well, Richard, we give you here's a great example. Look at all the front row seats. Years ago, you had the true fans there, the crazy fans, the fun fans. And now what do you get? You get a clap every now and like, yay. Once in a while, you get somebody yelling at the umpire or the manager. But they're all corporate. Everybody's corporate. All around the bottom, all around the second tier, in all of those boxes. And where are the real fans? They're in the bleacher creases. They're in left field and some of them and all the way up. You might get a seat in section 420 all the way up, and in the last 10, 15 rows. Those are the real fans. But when you have CEOs that don't know a first baseman to a catcher, that's pretty awful, and it's a bad read. What happened to the fun here? And they do it for greed because they go there and they're sitting there with their ties and their expensive coats and jackets and all of that. And look, I'm in the first row in Yankees. I pay $850 per seat. Where's the real fan? We're the real fans, not them.
Have you ever sat behind home plate
in
the game?
Business. What was that?
Have you ever sat behind home plate in a game before?
Oh yeah. Well, years ago, definitely. I actually for the Jim Abbott no hitter, I was 8 rows behind home plate. And believe it or not, this was 1993, and the ticket was $13.50. $13.50. There are some decent, the third level past first base. You can get a ticket for $65 each. The first, there's 7 rows or 8 rows, and then you go up more. You might be able to get away with, but even the upper deck, $55 for the upper deck, guys. It used to be 50 cents, $1, $3. But come on, listen, I'm not saying you got to charge 50 cents. Of course not. But come on, where does it end? And then on top of that, if you're going to a secondary broker, look at the ticket prices. On the ticket, it says, let's say $65. You just paid $300.
Yeah.
And look at the World Series. What were people paying per seat? $15,000 per seat? Are you kidding me? Look, Madison Square Garden for the Knicks games. There's Celebrity Row. The last I checked, it was $2,000 a seat. Times 40 games. Come on. And you buy 2 seats, and then what? It's too much. It's too much. And
I agree.
the thing that got everybody agreed was the fact that, you know, it should be coming from TV. It should be coming more from the ads, but they're getting it from the corporate. They're getting it from all corporate big shots. And that's why we don't stand a chance. Once in a while, if you know a corporate big shot, they'll go, "Hey, Joe, you know, you want to go to the game tonight? Here, you know, go ahead." And you're sitting behind home plate. You're never really going to see that. And look at all the luxury boxes. It's all 99% is corporate or a player owns it. Where can the common man get? Maybe they could sit in the you know, a couple of the areas, maybe, but it's just out of whack. It really is out of whack. But what are you going to do? If you want to stay competitive, this is what you have to do. And you know, I know Hal's not a big fan of this. He really isn't. Joe says they're not getting the notifications, and he's not too happy with YouTube. Well, you know, Bill, what you should do is either log out, log back in, or retry. You could resubscribe, but I would log out first, and so that, you know, you get to keep whatever's there. Log out, log back in, and you should. A couple of people have told me that, and a couple of people said they always get the notifications. And look at all your by mistake you might have hit something and you don't know it. So check that everything is on. Your notification, press the notification button. Make sure that that's on. And thank you for telling me. Yashin, Joe, could I see people dressing up as trash can and oh no, I could see people dressing up as trash can and bringing on the trash can, banging on the. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm sure they have security all around again tonight. That bell is gone. I mean, what are we talking? 2018, 17, 19. It's over. I mean, we're 2025 now, guys. Forget it. I mean, it's just not worth it. I already said that. Let's see. Well, I said that. I'm just trying to get everybody. I don't want to miss anybody's. Let's see. Richard, candy bars were a nickel when I was a kid, and I bought a pack of baseball cards for a nickel. It's called inflation. Yes. Yeah, I don't remember as a nickel. What I do remember is 65 cents. I remember 65 cents for baseball cards, stuff like that. Candy, I remember about 50 cents, something like that. A loaf of Italian bread was 55 cents from what I remember. Now a loaf of regular Italian bread is like $3. I mean, God, crazy, absolutely crazy. And Katie, sure, it was great to hear Michael Kay on his talk show today. Okay, well, I'm glad, Katie. Did he give any really good points that you'd like to share with us so we have an idea? That would be great. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I got that already. Let's see. Oh, I got a new one here. Richard, last night the Marlins played the Atlanta Braves. Player got in the game, and he said he signed a $400 million contract and was suspended for drugs. Yeah, I mean, is that ridiculous? What more do you need if you're signing a $400 million? Do you have to do stuff like that? I mean, look at. I don't even want to mention his name. The guy on Tampa Bay, he just ruined a wonderful career. Down the tubes for what he did. I don't know what goes through people's minds. I really don't know what goes through their minds.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't understand it. I really don't.
You're at the highest level. You're at the highest level, and you make these decisions that are just outright stupid, and you're wasting your career. when you
Yeah, but
basically
you know what gets me, Evan? They all think they can get away with it. Don't you know that the truth always comes out? It
yeah.
always comes out.
Hmm.
I mean, really. Hey, Ken, how you doing? When I worked for a cocoa bottling, the company had a suite and 8 seats in the legend section. A lot of seats are corporately owned. Yeah, we know that. I was in Capital One's. I was in Northwest Financial, just to name a few. And let me tell you, I mean, it's carte blanche. I mean, yeah, you get treated like a king, but it's a once in a lifetime deal. It really is. And that's a big problem. And that's why we can't see the Yankees on regular network TV anymore. It's all about the money. And the more you make, the more you want. And the more you want, the more you make. It's just and honestly, the Yankees are a money pit, but the problem is they have a lot of expenses. They still have to pay Yankee Stadium, and that is a big chunk. People are not, once they stop that, it's going to be a lot more Disneyland for the Yankees, but they still have that big bill. Richard goes, Do you guys know how much each baseball player gets per day for food allowance on top of the salary? It's not much. It's not much. The last time I heard was about $50, between $35 and $50. Hey, heck, the Bat Boys make $25 a game. Now I think it went up to 35. So they depend. I mean, and they work. They depend on the end of the year tips. Let's say a guy like Derek Jeter, he gave, let's say, $2,000 tip to the ball boy, A-Rod, who is very, very generous. And I know for a fact that, that they end up with a year's salary at the end of the year. And if the Yankees go into the playoffs, they do even better. So they're getting like $25, $35 a game, but they're really working for when they say goodbye in October. And they all know, and they all give, every player, every coach, everybody. They do not leave anybody behind. So, but do you want to stay in Yankee Stadium or any stadium $25 a day? No. What they're staying there for is they're waiting for the end of the year. And at the end of the year, they get treated very nicely. Very, very nicely. Kay said that Boone is very inconsistent. He gave an excuse about not using Leiter Jr. in high leverage because of his coming from injury. Yet he used Cortez in Game 1 in the World Series. So, basically, how do you figure that? And nobody's challenged him really on that, Boone. Because it's dead in the water now. But I do understand where he's coming from. I really do. Ken, I put that out already, Nathan. Okay, whatever that means. I forgot a lot of you guys talk amongst each other, so sometimes I don't see that. And I appreciate it.
I think it was about Austin Slater.
Oh, well, was it Slater? No, it's Fernando Cruz and Ryan Yarborough will face hitters on Sunday. So that's good news. That is very, very good news.
Another update. Boone said Stanton might play the outfield tomorrow.
Who?
Stanton. Boone said Stanton might. He says there's a good chance that Stanton will play the field tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. Richard, there's Evan, there's, I think, a question for you. Joe, I have to ask you this question, and Evan, you guys think you could live on $300 a day for food allowance? Forget about the salary. Food allowance, $300? Of course you can. $300 a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner? I would say, if you're by yourself, what could it be? let's say maybe 20, and maybe 20, 27, and let's say 50 for dinner. You still got about $190 for yourself a day. Oh, that's way too much, Richard. I would take those apples. I would take my chance. Yeah, no, I like my chances there. There's a good chance. Yeah, he's just saying that. A good chance Giancarlo Stanton plays the outfield tomorrow, Aaron Boone said. So that's going to be interesting. I guess against the lefty, they got to have Judge in there. They got to have Stanton in there. And we just have to pray that nothing happens to Stanton. That's going to be, you hope that nothing's hit to him. Not because he can't catch it, but we're afraid. I'm afraid. I don't want to lose that bat, especially that we're getting close to the end of the season. So that's a problem. That's a real problem. Let's see. NY missed a good chunk of my chat. I'm sorry, Sanjay. I mean, there's a lot that strolls over here. If we didn't answer some of your questions, I really, really apologize. We're doing the show. I'm trying to do as much as the chat as I can. So I really, really apologize. Ken, we reported that earlier from Sean Browning. Thank you. And kudos and prayers are out to his family. And we can't thank him enough for his service and everybody that does services to make sure America is safe and going forward. So thank you, Ken, for that. Jake. He's a liability out there. He can't move. Well, Jake, the thing is this. Stanton could break up the game with one swing. You're not having him in the you're not having him in the lineup is not helping us. Now, I understand he can't really, he's got a little step. I mean, obviously our center fielder tomorrow is going to have to be on his toes. No question about it. He's really, really got to be on his toes. Let's go. Let's see. You've got Stanton stabled in the DH for the New York Yankees. But if there's more injury prone, then to that repurpose his contract to move out in a coaching role. Yeah, in a couple of years, maybe. In a couple of years. Yeah, if Judge go forward DH role, allowing Jason Dominguez and Spencer Jones in the outfield. If not, now at least the 2026, you try this out. Yeah, and they will try it out. But we got to see what happens. You got to see what they're going to do with Bellinger, which I believe he's a Yankee for a long time. But some people seem to feel he's gonna ditch it and he's gonna go for a major big contract. I'm not. I do believe the Yankees will give him a very fair and good contract, and now it's going to be up to him because the Yankees have other things to worry about next year. I mean, they're losing. Let's see, in the bullpen, what are we losing? We're losing Williams and we're losing Weaver, but we have taken care of that with the new guys. So you got to rah-rah these new guys because they're going to be with us for a few years. Now, out of Williams and Weaver, who would you want back, if anyone? Evan, you go first. Who would you want? First, if Hal says we could keep one, which one would you keep?
I would keep Luke Weaver. Easy decision.
Okay. And what about if Williams brings us all the way to the World Series? Would you change your mind?
No.
No, you're still afraid of him being here in New York.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I feel the same way, but I also feel that they're going to go after another major reliever.
I think we're also losing Fernando Cruz too in the offseason, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. Is he a free agent?
I believe so.
But
I think he's a free agent, but if someone can just confirm that in the chat, that would be nice.
Okay. Bill Stanton. Stanton has a contract that Miami's paying for the next 3 years. No, well, not everything, just about 10 million or 50, what is it, 10 million or 15 million? Stanton money is a bargain compared to what's going on in the market. Of course. I mean, if Stanton was young now, could you imagine what he would have gotten and he was healthy? Oh, my God. I mean, he probably would have made more than Soto. Charles, how you doing, man? $320 million doesn't win championship. $320 million doesn't win the championship. Teams like the Brewers are so good on less money. And their manager calls players out when they don't perform.
Yeah.
Well, Charles, and I agree with you 100%, but you got to remember, that's Milwaukee. And I'm not putting the city, the town down. But you're talking about New York here. You'll never, never, never hear the end of it. And that's the problem here. It's everything combined. Yeah, we want Boone to get really pissed on players and everything, but then you will never, ever, ever live it down in New York. It'll be on every paper, every talk show, every podcast, you name it. So they have to be especially careful in what they do, because they'll never live it down. And that player is going to be asked that every day, every day. You don't think it's going to affect his performance? It will. According to Devontae Adams, Cruz has 3 more years. The only thing is Cruz is going to be 34, 35 years old. But I think he's definitely going to be okay. Fernando Cruz is going into his first year of arbitration, and he will be a free agent in 2029, and he'll be like 37 at the time. So he was a late bloomer. So we're lucky on that end. So now you have your whole bullpen basically is almost set for next year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it looks good. It might be one less thing the Yankees have to worry about. If you trade that's what I was saying. If they, Evan, if they would have traded Spencer Jones, now you got to look for a center fielder, because if Spencer Jones went, Trent Grisham goes, a lot of guys want Dominguez gone. What are you going to do?
Yeah, the outfield depth would be depleted at that point.
Right, and it was a smart move to keep these guys, and it's too early to give on Dominguez. Come on, everyone, you got to give the guy a chance. Hey, Carl. How's it going? Let's see. Hold on. Let's put calls up. Do we want the bullpen, this bullpen set, or do you want some new guys? Well, Carl, there will be a new guy or two. I mean, especially if we lose Weaver and Williams, and probably I think they'll. I don't know. They may move on from Tim Hill. They may. I don't know, especially if they have Yarborough for another year. Yarborough, I think, is a free agent too, but he probably likes it here. Charles, how many World Series have been since 1982 when compared to Milwaukee? A ton. Yeah, but Milwaukee's got to go with their spending limits. They don't have the greatest television contract. They're not making a ton of money. I mean, their ballpark is beautiful. It sells out. And, it's great. You know, they're in a great position. My God, if they were to get another mega star, oh, my God, they would really be challenging. And Ken's put up the salary of Cruz, and that's $785K for this season. That's cheap. That's good money for us, so at least for me, but that's cheap. So the Yankees are not going to be they're not going to be too worried about that. And don't forget, we're going to have pitchers coming from injury back next year. You have people in the minor leagues that are coming from AA into AAA, and maybe you don't know what happens in spring training. The best position I think the Yankees are right now is the bullpen. They could lose. This is what Cashman did, and it was really good. He solidified. There's one problem there, Evan. We don't have to worry about in the offseason. Usually we got relief pitching, starting pitching, first base, left field. There's one big one that we don't have to worry about.
I agree.
And that is the bullpen. New York Yankee Mania, right. But Charles brought up that you don't need to spend a lot. Yeah, but you have to remember, I'm just continuing this point to ask even, the spending hasn't been successful either. Right. But you have to remember, the Yankees have so much more money to spend over Milwaukee. Now, does that mean that they do it right? No. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You know, and it just happens. And that's with your people you hire. The Yankees have to take a step back in the winter. I don't care what they do, unless they win the World Series. But they have to have a meeting, a really fast meeting and a good meeting to see every department and what they're going to do. I don't care who it is, first base, third base coach, hitting coach, strengthening coach, this coach, it doesn't matter. And even the scouts, because you don't know. The one thing, though, I have to say, one thing positive, a lot of Yankees are in decent position. So I don't know what's doing that. Is that analytics? But the defense has been a lot crisper. Now, sometimes they boot the ball, but they're at the spot where they're supposed to be. And so that's a big help. That's a very, very big help. But who's doing that, Evan? Is that analytics or is that the scouts? I'm hoping it's the scouts, to be honest with you. JT, welcome back. It's all coming down, Joe. Major changes are needed. Yeah, well, right now we got to go with what we have.
Not gonna fire Boone in the middle of the year.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. And God forbid they get swept this weekend. Nothing's gonna happen. It's all gonna be waiting to the end of the year. Steinbrenner is not gonna do it. He's not. And yeah, everybody is saying their points, and I appreciate everybody, just understanding everybody's point. And I thank you that. Willard, welcome back. Astros will be getting Yanes soon and Jake Myers. Yep, they will. They will, and they will be better. They made some good trades. They are a good team. I mean, they are better than last year. They're better than the last time we played them. And there's no two ways about it. So let's see. I mean, I do believe that, and I don't want him going nuts on the Yankees, but I do believe that Correa is not the player that he once was. But then who is after like 7-8 years in the lineup, playing? Come on. So again, we got to take it a step at a time, everyone. Just take. Oh, and that's another thing. Ken just brought up a really good point with Cousins is entering his first year of arbitration. Free agent in 2029. He's currently making $842,000 contract, another long-term cheap contract. There's another guy that's going to be in the bullpen. Think about that bullpen, guys. Think about it for next year. It's ridiculous.
That pitching rotation, the bullpen, it looks good for next year.
Well, I don't know when Garrett Cole's going to come back. As some people say May, some people say June. But listen, if they have a good starting staff, don't rush him. Don't rush him. There's no reason to. And knowing the Yankees, if they go in a little slump, they're gonna, he's doing really well. But knowing Cole, he's gonna rush to come back. I know it because he's got it in his blood. He's a Yankee and he wants to contribute.
Love Garrett Cole.
Palmer, welcome. Hope Yankees find a good leadoff hitter this offseason. Grissom 245 average and Rice 229. Not ideal at the top. No, but Grissom is better than what we could put out there. Again, you have to assume that. Well, you can't assume, but you have to think that the Yankees are going to find a permanent leadoff hitter. Where they're going to find that, I have no idea. right now, Scout, just going around the league, who would you like as a leadoff hitter? I guess you can say Donovan, but besides Donovan, is there anybody else that you could say, man, Joe, I would love to have this guy leading off?
Yeah, I have easy one in mind. Luis Ariz. That's mine.
Okay, but here's the problem: if you get him, then you're blocking somebody in the outfield, because then you would still have let's say Bellinger stays, so you have Bellinger, Judge, and Dominguez. So if you're going to have Spencer Jones, where's he going to play? Stanton is DHing, unless they get they get maybe lucky enough to trade him, because now he's only got a couple of years left on that contract, and it might be easier. I don't know. But Cole, I really think, guys, everybody in the chat, I really believe that Cole is going to come back in June. That's my early prediction at this point. I don't know who agrees with that, but this is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing from really some people really in the know. So I just feel that. So you got to go around. You got to go around that.
And that makes sense.
Hey, John K., how are you? Devontae, Ariz has a league average of 100 OPS, and he's a bad defense. I'm good off him. I don't know. I don't know about Ariz. He's like, Sanjay says, I'm going to say it's beyond June. He's working very hard to come back. I like the idea, Bronx Bomber, Bouchette, but I'm not happy because he gets hurt too much. This year, he happens to get lucky because it's a contract year. He's doing everything he can to stay healthy, but I don't trust him, his health.
You guys realize that Luis Ariz never strikes out, right? Someone who we need in this lineup who never strikes out.
We need true. That's true. No,
we have bad
right
defense anyway.
You're right about that. You're right. But hey, listen, it is. Again, it is what it is. But I don't know. I like him, but you're definitely weakening the defense, and I don't know if that's a smart thing for them to do.
I get that.
I mean, I love the bat. I love the bat. If we didn't have, if the Yankees didn't have Giancarlo Stanton, I would consider it, because I think Judge can do another couple of years in the outfield before you permanently. The only way you take Judge out of there is if he starts the injury problem, more and more, like out 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Because let's face it, guys, the start of next year, he's going to be 33, 34 years old. I mean, we're not talking old, but he's not a spring chicken of 25, So, and Charles says the Guardians and the Royals are 1.5 games behind in the wild card. Yep. But the thing is, Charles, really what the Yankees have to do, win 3, 4, 5 in a row, and we can breathe again. Because a couple of those teams are going to go down. JT says Chuck Knobloch to lead off, laugh out loud. Yeah, those were the days. You know who I would love to lead off? Willie Randolph. Now that's a leadoff hitter. Willie did it all. And, look, we could talk to a blue in the face. This is the team we have right now. And yes, Bill, 100%. The Jays do have a very tough schedule. We know that. But the Yankees have to do their part. I mean, listen, the Houston Astros are no easy task. They are no easy task. So, I know 2 hours till game time, everyone. Remember, they're not on Yes. They're on Apple TV. So if you have your Apple, through your app, through your phone, or the cable, that's where they are. It's actually Apple 2 Plus. So I believe if you have Apple, you'll be able to see the game. J77, welcome. I'm scared to play Judge in right field. It's a position where you need a strong arm, and if he gets hurt worse, we're really in trouble. And he might have to go to Tommy John. Yeah, I think they're worried about that. I don't know. I would say he's going to DH for a little while, at least another couple of weeks, because you can't rush him. I mean, we would love to have Stanton in the lineup more, but would you chance your number one, your captain, your everything to blow out that arm? I don't know if they would do that. I'm going to say it now. Correa's going to hit 3 home runs this series.
It's our luck playing the Yankees. Of course, that's going to
happen. Well, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but that doesn't still change my narrative that he's not as good a player as he was. He can hit 10 home runs, but I still don't believe, But then again, listen, baseball is funny. I mean, listen, Bellinger can get up there too and hit 3 home runs. You don't know. We don't know. All we can do is watch the games, listen to Ken do the play-by-play on The Ugly Truth at 7 o'clock, and keep our fingers crossed that we win tonight. Sanjay, Yankee Mania. I subscribe to Apple TV via my cell phone carrier, T-Mobile. Yes. As a result of being qualified plan, I get free as long as I'm a T-Mobile customer. There you go, baby. You did it. I'm not saying that Joe Correa likes the spotlight. Yeah, he does. I know that. But, the Yankees, I mean, there are the certain players that no matter what the Yankees do are going to hit them no matter what because they can't figure it out. But they do a good job with really, really prominent players that could do a lot of damage, except, of course, David Ortiz. I don't want to hear that name. I had enough of him throughout the years. So, but they do an okay job with that. Hunter Brown and Valdez, Yankees will need to play well to win these guys. No extra outs. Well, listen, no matter what, it's going to be a close game, right, Evan? I mean, unless the Yankees get blown out with their pitching, but I could see this going tit for tat and coming down to the bullpens. And I do think that even though they have a killer lefty in there, I do think that the Yankees have a little better bullpen. If they're on all cylinders, the Yankees should win that game. Yeah. I'm in Texas, so I can't get the Yes Network here as easily until the streaming service came out recently. Right, Sanjay, you're right. And kudos to you. Brown is sneaky good. Yes, he is 77. He is. But listen, we got to do what we have to do, and that is play small ball, be patient. The pitch count has got to go up. Not this stuff with 3 at-bats and 4 pitches. Ain't going to cut it. Not going to cut it. So, Yeah. So listen, guys, we've been on for over an hour. We are just a couple hours away from game time. So I know everybody wants to go get their, have their dinner, maybe spend a little time with the family. It's a Friday. The work week is over. Totally understand that. So Evan, give us some thoughts and final thoughts at the same time. Go ahead.
Yeah, work the count, put the ball in play, don't make errors, play fundamental baseball, and Boone has to make good decisions with the bullpen tonight. Let's see if he can,
hold the fort and strike them out.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything that needed to be said.
Yeah, I just believe that, he's got to grind it. The one thing I like about Cam also is when he does give up something, the next batter is going to strike out. And I like that in the young man. I think that's, he's saying, okay, you got me, but not the next time I'm going to get you. And I really hope he pitches a great game, keeps us in. And we need the Yankee Stadium crowd to be vocal tonight, but I mean in a good way. Let's stand behind our team. Let's do it.
And don't chant FL Tuve, please. Don't do that.
What was that?
Remember how Yankee fans chanted FL Tuve?
Oh yeah, that just gets them. Gets them
Don't do that.
Bronx Bomber, thank you for the compliment, Joe. You are spot on today, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now I'm spot on to say one thing. Please subscribe to the channel on your way out, everyone. If you're not subscribed, please do that. I really appreciate it. And remember what happens. Our 500, as soon as we hit 500 subscribers, you know what that means. $100 giveaway to somebody lucky in the chat for answering a trivia question. So please, I don't want the money to get hot. I don't want the money to get cold. I want it in your account. So let's do this. Let's get as many subscriptions as we can, and it'll be a lot of fun. So everybody, remember, we will be back. I'm putting the link out for 10 o'clock as I usually do for a 7 o'clock game. If the game goes a little faster, rest assured we will be on the blink of an eye. Put the notification on. Make sure it's working. And if you're not doing much, look at some of our videos. Look at the interview with Jabba Chamberlain. You'll get good vibes about his time with the Yankees, and he had some really cool things to say, and all of that. So just do all that, guys. I appreciate it. You do your part. NY Yankee Mania will do our part. One thing I can tell you is that the grace of God, we will be here by 10 o'clock tonight. So, Evan, give you a final Let's Go Yankee chant, and we'll move on to our dinner and whatever we're doing on a Friday night. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go Yankees. Let's win a game tonight. Let's all have a good night and have a great dinner, and let's go.
Yeah, and I do want to give a shout out to John K. You are always on the spot. You come on, you leave messages before the stream starts, and my God, do we appreciate that. Same thing with Charles. Same thing with Bill O. Everybody, you guys are great. Bronx Bomber. I love the name. It's awesome. And I really, really appreciate it. So if you know Yankee fans, bring them on, baby. Bring them here. And our family will just keep growing and growing. Thank you so much, everyone. We will thank you, Evan, of course.
Thank you, Joe.
And thanks everybody in the stream. God bless all of you. God bless America. And love to you, your family, the grandkids, the mothers, the fathers, the grandparents. Let's all stay healthy. And we're all here for one goal, to be healthy, strong, and love life. And, of course, love our New York Yankees. Take care, everyone. We will see you 10 o'clock or sooner. And don't forget, Ken the Ugly Truth is doing the game, does a great job. Don't take my word for it. Go there and find out. Take care, everyone. We love you all.